Everybody, Charles Barber here, founder and formulator at Crucial 4. We're in the month of May, and if you guys don't know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And so for this month, I really wanted to kind of share my journey of my mental health because my mental health hasn't always been the best ever. And it wasn't until I started adding certain things to my diet, started doing certain lifestyle shifts, that my mental health and well-being started to actually move in the direction that I wanted it to move into. And one of the main things that I feel like has helped me do that is mushrooms. This month, we're going to be doing all types of info about all of our mushroom products and what they can help do for you and how they can help you, not just in your mental health, but also in your immune health. When our immune system is rocking and is doing what it's supposed to, and it's in a perfect balanced homeostasis, you feel limitless. Your mental health is dramatically affected by your immunity. Hands down, your mood and your immunity are directly correlated. And a lot of that has to do with like how the tummy's receiving things, like there's that gut-brain connection. But again, one of the main things that helped me so much was mushrooms. And it's actually this product right here. This is reishi spore oil. This is one of my favorite mushrooms. And it's something that's helped me with stress. I'm a go-go gadget type of guy. I like to constantly push the needle and see how far I can take my physical and mental. And this was something that helped me kind of slow down. There's a pathway that this mushroom works through which is the same as actually Xanax. And I never was into pharmaceutical pills like that. But when I started to learn how the mechanisms of reishi mushroom work, I was blown away that it had the same kind of pathways that Xanax works through. So probably the big pharma cartel decided to kind of mimic that, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, don't want to go down that rabbit hole and get booted off the channel. Reishi mushroom has been studied more than any mushroom in the world. And we have it in 3 forms. We have our reishi spore oil capsule. We have our tincture here. And then we also have it in our powder, our 14 medicinal blend powder. You might go, well, Charles, why do you have so much reishi everywhere in your product line? Well, again, it was a big part of my wellness journey. Reishi mushroom has been such a powerful mushroom for me because it helps calm me down. But not everyone's in that state. A lot of times, people can be depressed and be in a depressive state. And this is a state of lack of will and motivation. So for someone that's in that state, and believe me, I've gotten to funks like that before, I actually reach for a different mushroom. I actually reach for cordyceps mushroom. That's right here. That's M-energizer. M-energizer is a cordyceps fruiting body extract, and it's a dual extract. And I've been working with different, mycologists, if you will. They're kind of like junior mycologists. We're really just now figuring out how to actually grow this mushroom the last 3 or 4 years. It's been a new phenomenon to be able to actually figure out how to grow the fruiting body. So we're basically taking wild genetics from all around the world and we're cultivating those into our lab, and then we're creating this dual extraction product for you guys. And boy, is it amazing for energy. I mean, if you need a little boost in your day and you don't want to do caffeine, this is the way to go. And it works different than caffeine. So this isn't going to stimulate your nervous system like caffeine will. This is something that kind of works on a different channel. It's a lung tonic. But it's thought to believe that it helps increase the ATP, which is like the energy currency of your cells. But you get an instant lift from this guy. But the main thing that I notice is like when I take caffeine and I'm stimulated with caffeine, my physical doesn't get the boost that I want it to have. Like I mentally have, the prowess to go there, but my nervous system sometimes just gets hammered whenever I drink stimulants. And so I'll just get super annoyed whenever I'm trying to do something and say I have low energy and I use caffeine to kind of get me there, because it's like, say I'm out in, say, the farm and I'm pulling hoses around. If the hose gets caught on something, I'll just get real annoyed. I notice whenever like I use caffeine as a means to give me energy. But when I use M-energizer, I feel like I have strength in my physical. So when I'm pulling that rope and stuff, I just feel strong. And so if the rope gets caught, it's no big deal. I'm not feeling so fatigued in that, like when I drink caffeine as a stimulant. So an amazing mushroom to help give you that energy and that boost and to kind of get things going, because it ultimately just makes you feel well. And feeling well and feeling balanced and feeling on point and sharp, I feel like is one of the most important things for this day and age, because our mental health is being attacked. It's being attacked with social media, believe it or not. All that information coming to us. We know we're in the Aquarian age. This is the age of information. So lots of stimulations coming towards us. And so it's real important that we feed our body the correct nutrients that allow us to be able to maintain homeostasis. What it's all about for me is like our birthright, if you will. And Jah gave us all these amazing tools to be able to utilize, to be able to feel this way consistently, especially if we find ourselves in ruts. So I wanted to mention those two mushrooms first and foremost, but some of the other ones that I really enjoy are immunity, and that's our chaga mushroom, and we can get that popped up here. Actually get this from wild Siberian chaga, chaga from Alaska, and chaga from Canada. One thing about chaga that I love is how it almost worked like reishi. Like when I took it, I definitely felt a down regulation in my nervous system, especially if I was super amped up or hyped up. But the thing about chaga that kind of moved the needle for me more than anything other is the immune response. I mean, this is one of the most powerful mushrooms in the world. I remember when I first started in the wellness center, I had multiple people come in. Some of these people had the C word, and we put them on this immune product with some other things, and based on like those specific, context of those people. And we saw reduction. We saw reduction in the C cells, the cells that had the C word. And holy moly, literally one of the most powerful immune modulating mushrooms in the world, a chaga mushroom. And that's our product, Immune. And again, it's a dual extraction. So another phenomenal product. I mean, think about this. Like, again, if your immune system isn't rocking, then you're mentally not going to be rocking. So in order to get that limitless immune system, you really need to be looking at some of these medicinal mushrooms, or what we now have to call them functional mushrooms, because they create immune modulation. And the more and more I've, stepped into this world of herbalism, the more I look for things that create modulation, because things that are going to create modulation, they don't really care if you have an overactive or underactive immune system. And a lot of us have autoimmune conditions, and those are overactive immune systems. But then some people don't. Some people just need an immune system boost, so it doesn't matter. It's going to work either way for you. And again, that correlation with immunity and mental health, it's 1 and 2. Like, it's very well connected with each other. And that's why we really wanted to focus on mushrooms again for this month, because again, this is what helped me the most, hands down. And, we have some other amazing mushroom products that I would like to talk about. Our M-Focus. Our M-Focus is a wild lion's mane fruiting body dual extraction. And you guys know the benefits of lion's mane. I mean, lion's mane can help regrow brain cells, nerve cells in the brain. This is amazing that we're finding this out. But the other thing I love about M-Focus and lion's mane is retention, recall. When you're able to look at information, retain it, and then recall it with ease, the wellness response you get from that versus the opposite, where you're trying to I'm trying to think. This causes stress on the body, and it kind of makes you feel down and out when you don't have that mental prowess. Being able to be sharp and fast and quick with your thoughts and being able to generate ideas with ease is part of mental health and wellness, because when you're able to fire on all cylinders and you feel that power of ease, that flow that comes through you without you having to struggle so much, this naturally just makes you feel like limitless, makes you feel awesome, makes you feel super well. So M-Focus, our wild lion's mane fruiting body tincture, is something that I love to take as well. And a lot of times I'll put these tinctures right in my shake, guys. Like, I just throw these in my shake. And then other times I'll take them sublingually, which is actually how they are meant to be taken. The reishi spoil that I'm holding here, I pop this in my mouth, I pinch it, I swish it around, I spit the capsule out. The powder that we have here, I throw this in coffee. Each one of these mushroom products, I feel like, have a place in my life, have a place in my nutritional regime. And I'm not always taking all of them all the time. For the first part of my journey, I was taking lots of the powders, I was taking lots of the spore oil, and I was just trying to get those nutrients consistently in my body. That was the main thing that moved the needle for me when it came to mushrooms, is just being consistent. Didn't mean I had to take a lot of them. And some of these products, like the M-Energizer, I've had this bottle for almost 2 or 3 months now. And it's just because my energy is naturally really good. I don't really need that. But, sometimes before I go to jiu-jitsu, if I've trained in the morning, I've been working on the farm, been doing meetings all day, I need a little boost. And I definitely don't want to do caffeine around 5, 6 o'clock at night. It definitely just puts me where I need to be. Doesn't overstimulate me. I go home, I can go to sleep, no problem. But one of the things I also wanted to mention, besides all the amazing benefits and how this has helped my mental health and well-being, is that we're giving you guys 30% off our tinctures. And so I just want to talk about that right quick, because we're going to give you guys a deal on all of our mushroom products, but we're really going to give you the best deal on the tinctures. And there's a reason why. And the main reason why is because we make this in-house. So we have the ability to be able to give you this type of discount. Because when you start to look at our tinctures and you start to compare them, you right from the get-go, just visually, you can see the difference. And I'm going to pump this out so you guys can see this. You can see the thickness of the tinctures, and this is the reason why I started making tinctures, is because I got sick of the BS on the market. It was just weak, and I knew I had to make it for myself in order for it to actually work. And then naturally, when I made it for myself and saw how well that worked, and then started playing it with friends and family, then it went to you guys, to the community. So powerful extractions that we have here. But at the end of the day, you want more bang for your buck. And if you want these mushrooms to work, you need potent mushrooms. So we're going to be doing 30% off all these mushroom tinctures. And one of the other things that I feel like makes our mushrooms so powerful, especially our tincture products, is because we're basing everything on the lunar calendar. It's kind of in a biodynamic principle, but at the end of the day, it's basically we're waiting for the moon to wane and wax until full moon. And if you guys don't know this, when the moon is in full moon, the tides of the oceans change. There's a water element that's being influenced. And so naturally, this is happening inside our extractions. So we like to pull our tinctures when the moon is full, when that water or moon power is at its most heightened, powerful essence. And then we pull those tinctures. And so all of our tinctures go for about 30 days. Sometimes they go a little bit longer, because a lot of times what I like to do is have massive batches going for almost like 6 months. And again, we're dual extracting those. So you're not just getting what's been soaked in alcohol, you're actually getting what's been boiled down into a tea, and then that's added to what's been soaked in the alcohol. If you were to make a tea of reishi mushroom, you'd get benefits from it, and it would have certain nutrients that the water brought out through just a normal tea decoction, where you just use heat, water, and the mark or the herb. So you would get that, but you wouldn't get any of the alcohol components in that mushroom, right? So there's certain components that alcohol pulls out, and usually these are fat-soluble components. And then there's certain components that the water pulls out, which are water-soluble components. But with our tinctures, you're getting a dual extraction. You're getting both of those. So that's why they're priced the way they are. That's why we spend the amount of time we spend on them to make them. So sometimes we are out of stock of those, and there's a reason why. There's just a tedious process. It's not an easy process. But guess what? It's our process, and we do it in-house, and we control it. And that's very important, because nowadays a lot of people are just letting anyone and everyone make their stuff and slapping their label on it. And we definitely don't adhere to that, because I want to take this stuff like that. I'm the #1 consumer. I know I've said this many times in many videos, but I'm just going to keep repeating these things, because I'm really into all this stuff. This is my thing, and so it's saved me. It's what's allowed me to be here now for you guys. And it's been part of my journey to be able to give you guys this information. And so, yeah, I'm like, why not, right? Why not do it the best ever? Why not have it at the highest potency and quality? Because we're talking about mental health, right? And so when we think about mental health too, some of the things I think about is our nervous system, not just our immune system. And we all know we're all interconnected, right? The hip bone's connected to the thigh bone's connected to the, so on bone. And at the end of the day, so is our body's systems. But when we're talking about mental health awareness, I definitely feel like there are main other systems we need to address, and that is our immune system, that is our nervous system. Because if things aren't getting on your nerves, and you're feeling well, and your immune system's firing, and you're not getting sick, you're naturally gonna feel more limitless. You're naturally gonna have more mental prowess. But if you're looking to really sharpen your mind's eye, and you're really looking to retain more information, maybe regurgitate that information after you've retained it, definitely looking at mushrooms like lion's mane is huge. And a lot of you guys kind of know this already, but at the end of the day, if you don't, now you do, and now you can try these products for 30% off the tinctures, and then we're going to be giving you guys a little bit more exclusive offers as the month goes on. So super excited to be talking about mental health awareness with you guys. I just wanted to shoot this quick video to do super high level. And if you guys want to learn more information about each one, I can shoot individual videos. I can talk about the science of each mushroom and why I brought it on, why I used it, what interested me, because I'm really big into lore and the history and the science of all these things, but I don't want to nerd out unless you guys want me to nerd out. Which I would love to do, but at the end of the day, sometimes I'm just told to just keep it simple and keep it short. So that's what I'm trying to do today, even though this video is already ran pretty long. But if you have any questions, please leave them below. Please like and subscribe, guys. We need it. We need the growth. We need to create the awareness here. So like and subscribe, and job bless to everyone. And and anyone that's been viewing our stuff and liking and adding comments. I really enjoy that. And sorry if I'm not super quick at responding to the comments, but just note that they will get answered. They always will get answered. And God bless you guys. And let's also thank Jah for these mushrooms, because without him, they wouldn't be here. And that's a super important part of all of this, is just creating respect and reverence for Mother Nature and understanding that she is here to help heal us. And she actually helped heal Teddy. And I don't want to talk about that right now because I want to get all emotional. We had a story. But at the end of the day, I want to thank you guys. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them below. Please like and subscribe. All right, guys, signing off. Thank you guys so much. And I just wish everyone the strongest mental health for this month of May. And may you learn some things during this month that can help you make your mental health, or maybe a loved one, to help give them some tips and tricks to actually help them be stronger mentally. Because we need it right now. And, the Lord's Prayer is a big prayer that we say in our family right now, to just have discernment. Discernment is so huge right now. And so we're always open to questions to help answering any concerns that you guys have. So know that. All right, signing off here, Charles Barber, founder and formulator, Crucial 4.